Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome to Foundry. This is the alpha preview. This game is a bit like Minecraft mixed with Factorio. It's a voxel-based game, 3D, and we build factories. The dev was kind enough to provide me with a free key, so I have received this game for free, and we are going to play it and see how we feel about it. It is in alpha, so a lot of stuff is not final, and I'm going to be a good little alpha gameplay tester, and I will provide, suggestions and reviews based on what I think about it and what things I maybe think should be changed. So we're going to hop in, and let's go ahead and look at the quick start here. It is in early access, so a lot of things are unfinished, but one thing to note, I did play for like 10 or 20 minutes already, so I know a couple of the very beginning steps, but that's about it. So, I'm excited to see what this is all about. I will have to move my, where I am here on the screen, potentially out of the way of all this stuff. So those are just telling me what those hotkeys are, so that doesn't seem super important. I will leave, maybe I should just be in the bottom left. I don't know where everything's going to show up, so we'll leave that able to be changed. So we can mine stuff, we have an inventory and crafting, we can build stuff, construction, some structures can be dragged to build multiple, indicated by blue arrows, and for some structures, holding right mouse button will open a radial menu. Demolition mode to remove structures, and our first goal should be automate ore mining and start producing basic goods. More details at the task system in the top right. Don't be afraid to build multiple machines for the same task. One or two will rarely suffice. We do know that from Factorio already. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a Minecraft looking alien planet here. We can drill this alien coconut. We can drill squares, it looks like. And collect some sand. Grab a cactus. I'm sure biomass will be useful. Is that? Okay, that's just a little doodad. Okay, so I do know from my previous experience that we are going to need xenoferrite and technum, as you can see in the top right of the screen there. And this is, I forget which one this is. This is technum. Okay, so, and the nice thing about the way the ore veins are set up is we can get quite a bit at the beginning by mining these little rocks on top. Now the game volume I think is a bit loud. Let me go down a bit here. Let's try 75. Is that better? Hopefully. Y'all let me know. So yeah, we can mine a little bit more ore by doing this. If we just mine the ground, I think it's infinite. I'm not totally sure about that, but maybe not. I guess we'll find out. But you see I only get 2 at a time from that, whereas when we do this, we get like 20 or 40, 25, 35, something like that. So that's pretty awesome. Also, what's up, Xandroxy? Welcome on in. I know I need a decent amount, so I'm just gonna mine all of this just to get ahead of things here, so I don't have to worry about coming back to mine the other rocks later. We will need it. And this will give me a little bit more of a breathing room before I have to set up the automatic mining drones. Alright, and then we're gonna have to find the other one, the xenoferrite, which is the brown ore. So I don't see it. So we have a map, and we can pull that up with M. And you can see we're on this little blue patch here, and it looks like just to the southwest there is some xenoferrite ore. And then there's a reservoir of oolomite way down to the left there. And it looks like these are the biomes of the world here that we're looking at. So we'll go southwest. We've got a little compass in the top left. Looks like it also gives us our coordinates and our height and the time. Those are all handy dandy things. Always good to have. And there it is. I see the ore. And then we also should probably collect some biomass. So whatever these blue blue things have some biomass in them, and then the big trees hopefully have a lot. Yeah, 10 biomass. Because biomass is the fuel that we'll need for the beginning. So I'm just grabbing some stuff to get ready for our initial automation. We'll grab some xenoferrite, and similar to Factorio, you get some smelters that you can put the ore in to make plates and rods and stuff. What's up, Archcraft? Welcome on in. I believe it does not. There is no health or damage as far as I'm aware. Also, how's the game volume, everybody? Is it about right, or too loud? I think the music is too quiet, given how loud the game is. At least that is true. Yeah, still a bit too loud. That's what I was thinking. Let's go down to 65. Sound is always really interesting because some programs have sound on some sort of logarithmic or non-linear scale. Other ones have it on a linear scale. So 50 doesn't always feel like it's half as loud as 100, depending on how the scale works. Okay, so let's head back out to this deserty area. We'll go kind of a little bit in between the ores. This feels like a decent place to start building things. Pretty flat. So I'll get rid of these cacti. Little alien plants. And let's hop into the crafting menu. Okay, so yeah, my face is going to be in the way here, isn't it? So maybe I move to the bottom left. Although that's where Twitch chat is. Maybe I just sit in front of the inventory a little bit. That's probably fine. No, this is not a Satisfactory mod. This is a whole new game called Foundry. It's currently in early access. So, or alpha preview, or whatever you want to call it. Some combination of the two. Okay, so we can craft furnaces with just ore. So I'm gonna make, I don't know, 8 of them. Seems good. And then we can put this on the hotbar here. And then we can get them placed. And so you can see I can rotate it and it shows me which way the panel's gonna go. So let's have the panels facing this way. And you cannot click and drag, which would be nice. Oops, did not mean to build that there. Z is demolition mode. Get rid of that. So I will definitely suggest click and drag if it has not been suggested for things like this. Okay, so we've got some primitive furnaces, and one of the things about this game is to interact with buildings, they have a panel, which is kind of a unique take. You know, with Satisfactory, you just kind of click anywhere on the building and you get a panel that's like in the UI. Whereas with this one, you actually physically have to be looking at the panel. In some ways I like it, in some ways I don't. I guess we'll just have to explore. So to configure it, we pick which recipe it has. So we can do xenoferrite plates or technum rods. So we only have the one option. So we will set all of the first 4 to xenoferrite. And then we'll set these 4 to technum rods. And then we can shut it down or start it. We want it to be started. And then we also have to put fuel in them. And so that, I think, is this. Which button is this? This one? No, this one. No, that puts technum ore in. How do I put fuel in here again? Manage inventory. There we go. And so we need to split our biomass into multiple stacks here, which is shift right click. And I will grab stacks of 5 for everybody. And this is a little tedious to do. I wonder if I open my inventory and just shift right click. Control Alt. You don't seem to be able to split it without, I guess, doing the multiple clicks, but we can just do that. So we've got a bunch of different stacks, so we'll put 5 in there as fuel. And then this one, I maybe don't need this many furnaces, but here we are. Go ahead and put fuel in, everybody. The fuel value is 4 megajoules. I don't think I caught, let's see. It doesn't actually say what the megawatt usage is. I think it should probably say that. That would be a good thing. Okay, and now we're just gonna go through and load them all up as much as we can. And that should get us a bunch of the early plates and rods and stuff. So those are all smelting. Sweet. Yes, B. Jonas. I would agree that physically this would probably not be a great, but this is a game, and a lot of games have a lot of things that wouldn't make sense in real life. So I don't think it's particularly egregious. And then this little up button here gets the items out of the building into our inventory. And so we'll grab all of the plates it's managed to make so far. And then that gets us our task complete. So the next one is craft 20 building blocks and place building blocks next to an ore deposit. So we'll start with the Technim over here, but I will need to do both eventually. And we will go ahead and clear out some of these plants. And now building blocks. So if we open up our inventory, building blocks are somewhere in here. So we've got buildings, metallurgy, handhelds. Oh, we can make another mining drill. Components, machinery parts, wire coils, and electronic components. And then structures, which it looks like this is where most of my building stuff happens. So structures, it told us to look for building blocks, which are here at the bottom. And it looks like 6 plates and 3 rods makes 5 building blocks. So we'll make 20 here, as they told us to. And then we'll put this on here. I'm going to remove the primitive furnaces because I don't think I'll need more primitive furnaces. And I click on that, and now it brings this up. Building parts and energy. Most machinery needs to be placed on a foundation made from building parts to function. Building parts supply connected machinery with power. Low voltage power grid. Certain machinery parts need to be supplied with high voltage power. More about this later. Both the requirement for a foundation and or high voltage is stated in the tooltip. To generate power for a low voltage grid, use a burner generator. Okay, sounds good. So now we can get this placed. It said to be close to here, so we'll be close. And 20, oh good, it tells us 4x5, so we'll do that. Bam! Beautiful. Our first foundations. Now there's a part of me that wants to drill out the sand and set this down in the sand, but that will be a lot of work to expand later, so I will not. Step 2 here is craft a drone miner. So where's that bad boy? Drone miner. There we go. Looks like we're going to have to craft some little parts first. So it's automatically crafting the components needed. And then we're also going to need power. So probably that's a biomass generator. And so the drone miner is going to use 200 kilowatts, drone range 6, drone count of 4. Okay, so that's here. Oh, look, you can see the range of it. But it needs to be powered up, so we have to place it on the foundations here. I'll put it in this corner. And it has no power. As we anticipated, we need a biomass generator, which can generate up to 800 kilowatts. Maybe we'll put it on the back corner. Or I'll put it there so we have room for 2 drone miners eventually. And now I just have to put in biofuel. Ta-da! And now that's running. Current output 200. Oh, look. They're going in and getting stuff. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So, they are, I guess there's 3 drones. Do they each have a little home? No, they're all coming out of the same... Oh, there's 4 drones. Okay. Cool, cool. This tells me the yield per minute recently. And then we can grab all the ore out of there. Nice! So we have automated successfully the, what is this called? I forgot what this is called. Technum ore. We're definitely going to need some more biomass. I'm going to take half of this out. Because I'm going to go make another one to go automate the xenoferrite. We'll grab a little bit more fuel. And we're going to need some more building blocks and another biomass generator. So that's going to be drone miner, biomass generator, building blocks. Sweet. And then we'll go through and pick up the rest of our stuff. This is all finished smelting. I've used up all that ore. I should have some more technum ore though now. From the mining we just did. Yep, there we go. Nice. Yeah, okay. So there's all the technum. Oh, it's getting dark. Flashlight. L. Nice. Okay, so then over here, we're gonna need to set up another little doodad. So building blocks, I'll just put it right next to it here. I guess 5x2 is actually enough, because we can just put this here, that there, and then load in, yeah, 20 seems good, 20 biomass. And that should get me some of the xenoferrite automatically. Awesome. Bingo. Okay. I'm gonna make some more building blocks here, because we're definitely gonna need those. You can right-click a building in your inventory to build it. Oh, are you serious? That's amazing. So I can just do that. Oh, that's so nice. So I don't have to put it on the hotbar to be able to use it. Thank you for that tip. Now, how do you unselect it? Escape? Nope, not escape. Select or switch to any... Oh, okay, I just scroll up or down. Okay, cool. Alright, let me grab that 100 ore. And then... So we're gonna have to kind of bounce back and forth, just like in Factorio. Load that in. This one needs a little bit more fuel. I wonder if there's a way to, like, drop one in. No, right-click and left-click do the same thing. It'd be nice if right-click was like Factorio, where it dropped one at a time into the spot. That might be something I suggest. Just put 10 in. I am going to need to go get some more biomass. Oop, I do not want demolition mode. Let me grab some more xenoferrite here. How many plates do I even have? I have 32 xenoferrite, 136 technum. You need a lot more xenoferrite for the foundation things. Yeah, Z is demolition mode. That's why I accidentally clicked it. I was thinking Factorio. Okay, so now we need a smelter. So a smelter requires who knows what. Let's look here. Well, just a container, crate, assembler, there it is, smelter. So xenoferrite plates, machine parts, Electronic components. Okay, so we'll pop that into our crafting queue. And I don't know where I should put the smelter. I guess we'll go over here because this seems like a better overall area for flat space. So I'll expand this. The farthest I got before was the smelter, and it is big. It is way bigger than I expected it to be. This might still not be big enough. Hold on. It's really long, too. So, it is a big chonker here. Look at this thing. Woo, it's big. Okay, so we want this to fit. So the hard part is I can't tell, you know, like here, for example, it looks like everything's fine. But then when you place it, you realize, oh, it's hanging off the back. And so I think what would be helpful is if the ghost placement was a little bit see-through, so you could tell if it's like all the way on or off. Or maybe it turns yellow if any of it is hanging over an edge, you know, something like that. Definitely some quality of life things that could be there for sure. Okay, but there we go. So we've got a smelter. Now, let's figure out what to do with it. So probably pretty similar to the primitive smelter. We select a recipe. This one will be Technum rods. And then we, let's see, grid stuff. Oh, we can see a power grid information there. Let's grab our ore while we're sitting here. And then the power grid should show power usage. Yep, there we go. And now we can load things in manually, just like with the primitive smelter. Can do 80 per minute to output 40 per minute Technum rods. So I see, similarly to Satisfactory, they use per minute numbers instead of per second numbers. Personally, I prefer per second, but it's fine. As long as everything's measured in the same numbers. Okay, so now we are going to use loaders and conveyors to connect these up and get everything automated. However, I'm completely out of xenoferrite plates, so we need to go fetch some more of those. Excuse me. Still, kind of getting over the cold that I had here. I should be able to remove these now, because we have the... whatchamacallit, that smelter's doing Technum now. So back over here, grab some more of that ore. Let me get some more biofuel. I'm walking by a big boy tree. 10 biomass. Delicious. Okay, so then we'll load this back up. These are all empty. Alright, can I get the 2 loaders they want? Yes. 2 loaders and 20 conveyors. This recipe produces 2 with each craft. So, not going to be able to fully satisfy what they want there, but we'll build as many as we can. So we can get these connected. Also, this is bothering me. Need a little walkway there. Okay, so then what we do, I'm definitely going to want loaders and conveyors on the hotbar here. So a loader, automation. Use conveyors and loaders to transport goods around your factory. See example set up below. So machine goes to loader, which goes to belt, which goes to loader, which goes to machine. So like inserters in Factorio. Good stuff. Satisfactory is different here because, you know, you just connect the belt in and out of the machine, which I think is both a benefit and a downside. Because, like, with Satisfactory to hook up a bunch of machines, it can be annoying because you have to do a splitter off of every single, you know, you have a straight belt going sideways, and then you have a splitter and a belt connection into the building, whereas in Factorio, you just put one inserter in front of each one, and that feels a lot simpler. So, 2 ways to accomplish the same task, I guess. So loaders are used to move items depending on their set mode, input or output. A loader has to be connected, placed adjacent with its back side, okay, to a loader slot at a structure. See image below. So the loader slots are these little gray things. The primitive furnace has no loader slots and therefore can't be automated. Okay, that's fine. We're not trying to do that. T intersection with conveyors work. So we can side load. And I think I read in this one earlier, yeah, side loading, the priority is here. So side loading is a way to have a low priority input belt merging. And then loaders cannot be placed on conveyor curves and will convert the underlying conveyor to a straight conveyor if placed on top of a curve. Good to know. Okay, so you can see here, the building side has to be attached like here, and then the belt comes in the other side. And I think I can put it on any of these. So we'll just have a straight shot. Like that. And then, just to test this, I think I ran into this before. This is the farthest I got in my previous playthrough. Well, playthrough. More like experimentation. I think this didn't work. So if we build... Oop, I'm spaghettiing already. Good stuff. If we build this way, and then turn and go this way... Okay, now it's working. Oh, maybe I had a curved belt before or something. Okay, yeah, that works fine. I'm not sure what I did. Now I also don't like this, how long the building ghost kind of stays. I would prefer it to almost immediately disappear, because it's hard to see what you just removed. So these both work. Okay, good. Well, in that case, we will just make this a straight shot. I just wanted to understand what I was doing wrong before. I don't know what it was because I don't quite remember exactly what I was doing, but yeah, there we go. Hey, West, how's it going? Yes, this is a new game. It's called Foundry. This is the alpha preview, and it looks like you can't walk over belts, which is kind of annoying. There is an automatic jump setting, which I didn't love. I never have that on in Minecraft. Where is it? Auto climb. But I may leave it on because that happens. I think that should be a separate setting. I don't like auto climb for this, but auto climb maybe is better in this game than it is in Minecraft. I don't know. But yeah, here we go. So now this will automatically get me all the way up to 100 rods. And there we go. The biofuel is going to run out here, so let me pop some more in. And C. Okay. You know, it's weird because C doesn't get out of that inventory. So the only way to get out of that screen, as far as I can tell, is escape. Now, this is about 60 a minute, it looks like, and this can handle 80 a minute. Oh yeah, B. Thank you, Wally. Nice and helpful, as always. So this is going to be able to take all the ore that this provides. So this will actually empty out over time here, until, of course, I end up having a full 100 stack of rods. At least I assume rods only stack... No, they stack to 200. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now we need to get xenoferrite going. Now, the annoying thing is it's farther away. I probably should have done xenoferrite as the main building location, just because I need more xenoferrite plates than anything else, but here we are. I'm going to make a bunch of conveyors, because what we're going to do is take that xenoferrite ore all the way over to there. It could be worse. This isn't too far. But we definitely are going to need to get some more plates here. So let me split the ore, and we'll put this in 2 primitive smelters. I don't think I'm going to need 4 primitive smelters anymore. 2 is probably enough. I overbuilt. Okay, so 50 in, and 50 in. Okay. So that'll get me some more plates going here. And then we're gonna need a loader, which needs Probably some more xenoferrite plates here. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, one of each to start probably would have been enough too, I would imagine. Okay, so we can do this. Now, I assume that's still going to work properly with the belt. And can belts be floating? The answer is yes. No. What's going on? Oh, analyzer. Whoop, apparently V opened something I have not looked at before. Oh my gosh, Spaghetti Town. I think the UI UX needs some help. Disturbing. This is beautiful lo-fi beats. This is not the game music, by the way, for those of you that have joined more recently. The game music currently has, what's it called? Copyright issues, so I can't play it on stream. Oh, okay, this needs a foundation. So if I put that there, then it works. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I could build a floaty belt all the way over there. It looks like that'll end up being too high, so let me try some slopey belts. We have not gotten to try that out yet. So slopey belts are here. Now, strangely, slopey belts are built at twice the price. You can see we get 2 conveyors, and here we only get 1 conveyor slope. So, woo! Information database. Radial menu and item modes. Some items have multiple sub-modes. For example, building blocks or power line. If an item has multiple modes, you will see this mode thing show up. Hold the right mouse button and a radial menu appears. Decide you want to activate and release the right mouse button. Okay, so I can switch to slope down and slope up. Okay, cool. Oh, that's why it's twice as expensive, is because it's 2 blocks long to do that. And it goes down 2 square. Wait, what? No, it goes down 1 square. Okay. Makes sense. And so now I can build all the way over. I don't really care a ton about floaty belts a little bit. Especially if they're supported on the corners. I feel like having belts supported on the corners is the thing I care the most about. Ooh, we need lots more belts. So like, for my own sanity here, I'm gonna build a block there. And so that'll kind of look somewhat realistic. And now we need... Now, can I pick this stuff up? Oh yeah, F. F does the same thing. So I can hoover up a bunch of ore from the belt. That's handy. Yes. Square root 2 belts. Actually, it wouldn't be square root 2. And well, actually, it's gonna be square root of 3. No, square root of 5, because it's 2 long and 1 tall. And so that's gonna be square root of 5 length. So, you know, gotta get the real... Now, wait a second, 7... Does this cost 3 per plate? Hold up. I swear I put 50 into each of these. Oh, I grabbed a few before it was done. That's right. What in the even more cartoon-looking Satisfactory is this? Exactly. This is called Foundry, and it is, as you said, a bit like Satisfactory. We are in the early access of this game. Clearly, it's a bit more like Minecraft in many ways. Being able to change the terrain, the geometry of the terrain, I really like. So I think that alone separates it pretty significantly from Satisfactory. And I haven't played quite enough to say a bunch more than that, but I'm enjoying it so far. We're connecting up a belt to get our second type of ore. Minecraft. That's actually pretty clever. I like it. It's a good play on words. Okay, do I have enough of this? I might not. Let me load, what am I doing here? Load this with more, get a few more plates just to make sure we have enough to take it over to here. And we're gonna need a lot more, building block stuff here. So, yeah, we're gonna have to keep going for a minute on the whole xenoferrite stuff. Give me more ore, please. Hoover, Hoover, Hoover. I probably could put this in a crate. I haven't tried crates yet. I'm assuming that would work with a loader. I could load it into a crate. Let's see what happens with a crate. So we can just build a crate. So that's the thing. We can open the crate, and it has a little inventory there. So what happens? I'm imagining if I just plop the crate in front, nothing happens. And this doesn't seem to have loading slots, at least graphically. Also, I don't know, is this in the settings? How long do you have to click and hold to deconstruct? Yeah, that should be a manual setting. Because for me it's slightly too long to and it looks like it's different for different buildings. For a game like this, I don't think it should be different. I should start making a list. I know F9 opens this up. I kind of want more just like a post-it note to keep track of stuff. Because they're incomplete thoughts that I want to flesh out later to actually send in as feedback. So maybe I should open up a post-it note or something. Or someone can keep notes for me. Anyone have a pen and paper? But I think that all buildings should have the exact same hold down the left mouse button to deconstruct amount of time. Because otherwise it's just a little frustrating, because you kind of get in your head like how long you hold it to deconstruct a building. And in Factorio, it's a little different because you've got the mining and it's 2D. But with this one, you're going to accidentally deconstruct a thing behind the thing you're deconstructing if this goes faster than you thought it would. So you're gonna have a lot more spaghetti errors in a game that's 3D like this, especially when you're building things on top of other things. Whereas in Factorio, there's never a building underneath the building you're deconstructing. So it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I need to keep going. So there's a logistic container here, which I think is the thing we could load. Yeah, this says loader support no, loader support yes. So I could do that, but I think we almost have enough things here. So anyway, I digress. We will carry the conveyor belt over, and we're getting close to being able to connect up here. So I'm going to expand this and build another smelter, which means we're going to need more. So, and then, yeah, Control Z, bulk demolish, lets you build a rectangular prism. Oh, and then you can go up. Cool. So you can deconstruct everything. That's super nice. Okay. We're close to probably not needing any more plates from the primitive furnaces here. Just load up a few more. We need a lot for our, what are these called? Building blocks. Hopefully that's enough. Make sure you don't have a buildable selected when you do it. Well, now I want to know what happens. So what happens if I hit Command Z? Doesn't seem to do anything weird. Seems to work fine. Maybe a different kind of error that you're talking about. So we need a bigger foundation. Oop. I didn't mean to do that. Bigger foundation. 10 by 6. There we go. Okay, and now we can build a smelter with some more xenoferrite plates. Oh, still need more. Oh, fuel. We need more fuel. You know, it'd be nice if you could scroll the mouse wheel right here inside of this box as well. Just little quality of life stuff. Okay, smelter. We're almost there. And then I need one more loader as well. Don't have a buildable selected when toggling loaders. All these strange bugs that you guys have found. That's funny. Didn't I build a... Oh, right. Smelter's here. Okay. Now we're gonna need the panel accessible, so we'll go on this side. I wish I could put the panel on the end. Actually. Seems easier to build rows of smelters where the panels are on the end. I wonder if you can move the panel. Is there a way to move a panel later? That would be very nice if we could have the panel here. And that would be some good customization. IMO. Long side panel, yeah, it feels super strange. Okay, now we just need a few more conveyor belts, and then we'll be able to do it. Okay. Whoops, grab those. A few more conveyors, and we should be finally automated on both plates. Woohoo! Okay. Build, what the? Oh, that blue arrow is like really big at certain... Yeah, the perspectives sometimes feel weird. Like that, to me, this feels like the blue arrow should be slightly see-through because of issues like this. Okay, and then I need some more building blocks. We'll have those in a second. And then I need the loader here. So that means I don't want that. And jump over here, configure it to be xenoferrite. Woo! And we did it! Bam! Okay, how are we doing on fuel? This is gonna eat a lot more fuel with both things running. Let me grab some more technoferrum rods. And let me throw in more biomass, because now this is gonna be the main generator. Yeah, I'm with Dave here. I don't know if it needs a first-person view. I think, or third-person overhead. I think, you know, if you're used to Factorio, but Satisfactory doesn't have that, and that works just fine. I do think having some better movement, like the movement in this game doesn't feel as smooth as Satisfactory, so I think that's a place it could be upgraded. But it's not like it's garbage or anything. Oh, I need some plates. I want to build some foundations under this. Give me the plates. Yes, that feels so good. Okay, so we'll get that built, so it's a bit more realistic. And yeah, there we go. And I would like one more bar in front of this, I guess, so I can pop up. You know, I don't love having ghosts in the way just because you have a, like, I want to kind of turn off build mode, you know, so I kind of just have to select the drill to do that. I guess the best, what I might want to do is have the mining drill on 1, or I mean blank on 1, so I can just select 1, because then the drill isn't even in the way. I get the best view of everything on that, and then I can switch over to 2. But then I'm using 1 and 2 for everything. But yeah, look at this. It's beautiful. I should take a screenshot. My first 2 beautiful smelters. The smoke plumes rising into the sky. Beautiful. Good screenshot. Woohoo! Now it's weird. Okay, now that works. Okay. So now I can run back around. Now this is organized horribly. I'm gonna need to arrange this differently once I have some more resources. And then the other thing that would be nice is to connect building blocks all the way to there, so they're part of the same power grid, because right now they're separate power. And separate power means I have to put fuel over here once in a while. And let me grab a few more big trees so that we don't have to worry about biomass for a little while. Yes, pollute the planet for the biters that don't exist. Ooh, the separate power only matters for a little while longer. Hashtag spoiler. Interesting. That's like a teaser spoiler though. It's like I'm intrigued, but I don't know what you mean. Wow, is this gonna give me 50? No, 15. Okay. 15 is still a lot of biomass. Those big trees are awesome. We're not gonna need more biomass for quite a while. Okay, now I'm gonna load this bad boy up. Oh, good. Perfect timing. With probably 50, it's gonna last a very long time. And keep that loading. Now I probably should build a second one. Do I have enough? I do. I'll build a second drone miner. And then another loader. Let's see. And then we'll do side loading on that belt. So I think something like this should work. And then drone miner, panel, loader. I don't have any loaders. And then, I think I maybe wish the field of... Maybe I wish the character was slightly taller? Like the eye level was slightly closer to the top of the 2-block height? I don't know. It's kind of finicky to try to build up on top of something, but... Some of it's also just getting used to it, you know. Any game feels weird before you've gotten used to it. Okay, put this over there, and then that'll side load on, so we'll get a fully compressed 80 a minute belt here. Should work. Nice. Alright. We shall travel back over. Do the same thing for Technoferrum. Oh no, belts say they're 160, but they aren't? That's not good. How much are they? Perfect. Did you see that? 132 xenoferrite. Beautiful. Beautiful. I probably should stop taking Technum rods. I have so many Technum rods already. So what else do we need now? I may not need another biomass, but we're probably getting close if everything's running at once. Let me throw in the 100 biomass to that. And then... Okay, so I mean, that's kind of all we've unlocked so far. We've done everything in this little thing except for an assembler. And that feels like the perfect thing to take a quick look at before we end the YouTube episode. So we'll build an assembler and see what's up. And then a bunch more building blocks. So I can expand my dominion. Oh wait, and I needed to place the other drone miner here. And then, let's see, what was it? Loader, belt. And there we go. Ta-da! Seems like we had a side loading issue for a second there. Maybe side loading can't do full compression. I know Factorio had issues with that for years until they fixed all the compression weirdnesses and made it to where it kind of works the way you expect it to. Okay, we're gonna get a little walkway on this side now. And okay, what's an assembler? An assembler is a, what is that, 3x3 it looks like? Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna expand a little bit here. Check out the assembler. And we'll place that down. And what do we got? Okay, so we can literally assemble anything with this. And I assume, if I'm assuming correctly, that, like, let's just find out. Let's make wire coils in here. And we'll need some loaders. And I assume if we load out of this smelter and into this with a belt connection, that we will get wire coils going. If we have enough conveyors, that is. Oh, that's set to intake. Okay, so we need to switch this to... Wow, that toggle button is kind of strange that you have to click on that. That feels way too small. Like, you should just be able to click this screen, I think. And here we go, assembler assembling. It's more smoke, more pollution, beautiful. And so there you go, wire coils. And I wonder what the speed is. The speed is 1. Wire coils take 0.5 seconds. This feels like it's going slower than that, though. This is going like a third the speed of the player. Oh, it just tells you straight up 40 to 80. So 80 a minute out, whereas my character would get 120 a minute out. Is that right? No, more than that. 240. So yeah, it is exactly a third the player. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, but that'll get me all the wire coils I could ever want, and it will eat all of my rod output, but that's fine because it'll back up relatively quick, I assume, unless that stacks to like 1,000 or something. And yeah, this feels like a perfect place to end the YouTube episode. So for those of you on YouTube, let me know what you think of Foundry. It is on itch.io. It is not released yet on Steam, so if you'd like to purchase it yourself, head over to itch.io and have some fun building a Minecraft factory type thing. I'll see you guys in the next episode.